You ain't know they call me I'm in Gotham City in a Batmobile. Even though it get crazy, niggas don't talk like Swayze.
What up? This is Swayze, and as you guys can see from the title, it seems like Pop Smoke's alleged killer was reportedly released from prison. Now I'm gonna read this article real quick. It says, there isn't a whole lot of information on what the circumstances behind this supposed release are, so Pop Smoke fans are puzzled. According to numerous online reports and social media activity, authorities reportedly released one of Pop Smoke's alleged killers from jail, specifically Juvie, for what seems like his 21st birthday. Moreover, there isn't a lot of concrete information available about this supposed release at press time, other than this being the completion of the alleged killer 4-year sentence for pleading guilty to murder. This follows other developments in the New York drill rapper's murder case, such as an alleged eyewitness explaining how it all went down that took place on social media, though not in court. As such, there are still a lot of unanswered questions and doubts when it comes to this tragedy. It continues to say, furthermore, 4 years have passed since Pop Smoke died in a home invasion robbery, and only one defendant remains in his case. Corey Walker is also the only adult defendant in this case, and the court delayed his trial due to an inability to settle a plea agreement with the prosecutors. Quote, negotiations fell through, but there's still a possibility we'll come to an agreement. Defense attorney Dion Benjamin told Rolling Stone, quote, a few things need to be ironed out. If they don't get resolved, we'll go to trial. End quote, for which jury selection will begin on August 6. And the article ends off by stating, however, this vague release definitely isn't the most odd or bizarre thing to emerge from this Pop Smoke case. Some connected it to the death of rapper Sir Tanky and believed that the latter passed as a move of retaliation for the murder of the former. In fact, the Los Angeles rapper washed up in a barrel on the shores of Malibu, a gruesome and disturbing end with unclear context behind it. Hopefully, no further violence affects this whole situation. Meanwhile, Pop Smoke continues to live on as a staple of contemporary New York hip-hop, falling alongside city legends that have also done a lot to rep for the city in their respective eras. Sadly, his time on this earth was far too short for him to fully enjoy and realize his impact, potential, talents, and life. Hopefully this release is a sign of completed justice, and that folks involved have learned from their horrific actions. We'll see how else the wolves endures. Now, as you can see from these pictures, he's celebrating being a free man. He's telling people to come take a shot with him of the Don Julio, and this, that, and the third. And what you see in the comment sections are a lot of Pop Smoke fans hoping that something possibly happens to this kid. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. As they said in the article, there was a body found in a barrel that washed up in Malibu, and they believed it was related to Pop Smoke's murder. So let's check that clip out real quick, and I'll be right back with the rest of my commentary.
We have an update for you on the case of a body found in a barrel on the beach in Malibu. TMZ reporting that the case might be connected to the murder of rapper Pop Smoke. The barrel was discovered at Malibu Lagoon State Beach 6 days ago. The coroner identified the body inside as 32-year-old Havonta Murphy, an aspiring rapper. TMZ is reporting that Murphy is the brother of one of the 5 people arrested for the 2020 murder of rapper Pop Smoke. He was killed during a robbery in the Hollywood Hills. TMZ says investigators are currently looking into the possibility that Murphy's murder might have been a retaliation killing for Pop Smoke's murder.
Now, after this body was found washed up in Malibu, it seems like an arrest was made. An arrest was made, and they caught the guy who possibly had something to do with this body being found in a barrel in Malibu. So I'm gonna let you guys check that out real quick, and I'll be right back.
He does have a criminal history. In fact, he had been arrested in June. That was 1 month before the body was found and 2 months before the attempted robbery. But apparently, the LA County DA refused to prosecute.
Honestly, I'm so glad they caught him because, he was dangerous to, everyone, to the civilians.
A sigh of relief for the Mesa family as they learn this man The same guy who used bear spray while trying to rob their jewelry store in El Monte has been arrested. 37-year-old Joshua Lee Simmons has been charged not only with attempted robbery and criminal threats, but also with the murder of aspiring rap artist Javonta Murphy. In July, a 55-gallon drum containing the body of the 32-year-old rapper was found floating along the coast in Malibu. 2 months later, the foiled robbery took place in El Monte. And in October, L.A. County Sheriff's homicide detectives were able to make a connection. We spoke with Lieutenant Hugo Reynaga.
They have one murder suspect, which is Joshua Simmons. He's believed to be the shooter in the case. They were able to find video of a vehicle that they used to dump the barrel in the lagoon. And then they worked backwards from the video and were able to identify Joshua Simmons.
Now, Lieutenant Reynaga is asking the public for any additional information they may have on the murder and the attempted robbery. And of course, you can always remain anonymous. Reporting from El Monte, I'm Gina Silva. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Now, after seeing that video, right, and believe me, I'm not from the West Coast, so I'm probably not that privy on certain gang politics that's going on out there. However, from what I seen and what I heard amongst the internets, right, the people that had something to do with Pop Smoke's death was Hoover. And from the information that I gathered, the Hoovers have a bunch of ops on the West. You're not necessarily going to know where it's coming from if something does happen. I mean, look at Crip Mac. He literally has Hoover Killer tatted on his forehead. So they must be the most hated out there. And this guy that was arrested for the body being found in a barrel in Malibu, that probably had nothing to do with a retaliation for Pop Smoke. Them Hoover niggas probably got a bunch of problems out there that they got to deal with. So when it comes to everyone sitting there saying like, yo, okay, something's going to happen to this guy now that he's out, I'm going to keep it a buck with you, bro. I don't think the West really cares about what's going on or the politics of anything in the East. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they even necessarily respect the gang-banging culture that's going on out in the East. So I'm saying all of that to say this. If anything does happen to Pop Smoke's alleged killer that just got out, it's probably most likely going to be some inner gang politics stuff that's going on in the West, bro. It's most likely not going to have anything to do with retaliation for Pop Smoke and this, that, and the third. But pull up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this situation. And if you like the video, don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and make sure you hit that notification button. But I'm off this.
I'm with 5, we bending. Like, if I said it on bro, I meant it. Why is my name in your mentions, nigga? Your man's died and you on the benches. They know what I'm representing. Posted up in the hood like an engine, bitch.